Hello and welcome. My name is Afshin and this is another section of the Linux tutorial. Well, today I'm gonna talking about the Linux shell and the shell commands. Alright, but before we proceed, I would like to mention some points. Alright, the last session I talked about the shell and it's important in the Linux environment. So I told you that the shell sits between the user and the kernel and translates just the user's queries, applications, everything to the kernel. Alright, so shell consists of commands and shell syntax. So I need to mention that there are different type of shell in Linux, and the Fedora ships with the bash shell as a default. Okay, but you can use different shells as your taste. Well, let me show you in the shell environment. There is a system variable which keeps the type of shell we are working at the moment. Alright, and that is a $0. So I can use the echo command, which just print me the $0, the value for the $0. $0 keeps the shell type that I'm working at the moment. Alright, so there are other shells like C shell, corn shell, and so on. And well, for instance, at the moment I have CSH as C shell in my system. You can install it, and which CSH tells me that it's on the bin, and in the man page I can use CSH to get information description about the C shell. Alright, you can look through the man pages and see for yourself. So if I type CSH, okay, I will be in the C shell environment. Okay, and then if I use echo $0, it gives me the CSH back. Alright, so basically in this environment, in this C shell environment, I can use same commands. Everything looks similar. However, if I want to write the shell scripts, alright, I need to follow C shell. Okay, and then if I want to come back to the bash that I use exit command. Alright, and then echo $0 shows me that I am in the bash at the moment. Alright, bash is pretty standard shell environment. Okay, that was the first point to mention. The second point is the copy paste properties of the mouse in the Linux environment. Okay, well, the traditional way is just to highlight a text and just right click and copy and then paste in the place that you want. Alright, like this. But in the Linux environment, if I highlight a part of a text and then press the mouse wheel, okay, it pastes for me. So basically the left click of mouse, which highlights the text, is a copy command, acts as a copy command, and then the mouse wheel, just when I push the mouse wheel, just it acts as a paste command. Okay, this thing makes things much faster, like copy paste. Okay, copy paste. So, and this feature works entirely over the Linux environment. As soon as this traditional copy paste works, this feature also works. Okay, I just recommend to practice this. Just get things much faster. All right. Well, the next thing I'm gonna talk about is the command completion of the tab key. Tab key has a property of just completing the commands or something else, which I will show you by example. So this is the tab key. Okay, well, let's say I want to use a command that I, for instance, forgot, or I know the command, but the command is some kind of long and I want to just use a shortcut like this, for instance Chromium command, which we used in the previous session to open up the Chromium browser. It's relatively long command, and if we want to use a shortcut, I can use the tab key. Alright, tab key works in this way, that if I use like C and H, that I know the Chromium browser command start with CH. If I use the tab key, okay, one time, it doesn't reveal anything. So if there was a command starting with CH and then it was unique in its name, it would reveal the name for me. But when I used tab key one time, okay, it doesn't show me. But if I use two times, it shows me all the possibilities, like this one, all the possibilities, all the commands starting with CH. Alright, since I want to use the Chromium browser, okay, I can write R and then double tap. Alright, then the selection is limited to these three commands, and then the next would be O, two commands, and then M. Voila, that makes it unique. Okay, and then one tab is enough. So basically this helps to get things faster as a shortcut. Or let's say I forgot a command, but I know it starts with CH or CHK, like this CHK config, check config command, okay, which is the command used by a super user. Alright, we will check it later on. Alright, you see CH and K, and makes it unique. One tab key complete the command. So I know the command starts with CH, okay, tab key two times gives me the possibilities, and then I can look through the command. Well, I realize that the command I used this one. Alright, and then 1K makes it unique, and then one tab key is enough to complete it. Okay, and then another way to use it is to when we want to use on a folder. For instance, ls command acts on folders, on a path or on route. So for instance, I want to see the content of the project. Alright, so I can write ls p, okay, and one tab gives me nothing, two tabs gives me three possibilities, because there are three folders starting with capital P. And then if I just type R, it makes it unique, because this project is the only folder start with P and R, and one tab is enough to complete the projects. And then I can also use tab key. One tab is not enough, so it tells me that there are more than one items inside the project. So if I use two tab, it shows me 5 items, and this slash at the end of these items tells me that all of these entries are folders. So let's say I want to see what is inside this active folder. So since this active folder is the only folder starts with A, 1A is enough in using tab to complete the name. Again, two tabs just reveals the contents in this directory. So the slash at the end of all of these entries shows me that all of them are folders. Let's say I'm gonna check inside this soft, and since this soft is the only folder start with capital S, one capital S is enough, and one tab again, and then another tab. So I have to enter two tabs because there are three folders inside. All of these folders end with a slash, and then I want to check what's inside this computation, 1C. Alright, and then tab. So okay, and then tab again two times. Again, there are four different folders, and go on. I can just go on and select two tabs, let's say MD, okay, or only one M, and tab is enough, and just go on. So since I enter one tab, it gives me this n 1372. It means that there is only one instance in this MD, and then I can enter and it gives me the contents of this. Okay, these things makes things easier, instead of doing like ls project, enter, ls project active, enter, ls project active, for instance software, ls enter, ls project. This kind of tab completion property helps me to get things faster, okay, and more efficient. All right, both on commands and on the pass. So let's say I enter ls and pr. The bash environment understand that this pr is not a command. This pr is a subject, or is a path that this ls command is gonna acting on. So it doesn't look for any command that starts with pr. It looks for the content of the current directory, if there is any instance of a folder or file starting with pr. Alright, this is a neat feature, and I recommend to just practice it. Alright.